Hey you guys, finally back with you, working on the Saturn Vue project. Life has gotten a little bit messy of late, and doing mods hasn't been on the agenda. I've been focusing more on getting that guy reliable as daily, and so far so good. Got it cleaned up a little bit from the issues it was having. Anyway, back on the Vue. I had done the wheels before and never got finished up with them because, or at least I never installed them, because all of this was that factory gray color. Well, now I've gotten around to finally doing body swaps and cleaning up, and I'll get it outside when I'm done with everything to show y'all. Right now it will be in the way. But all this I've done in Hyperdip Black. This cladding is done in Hyperdip. That way it's reversible. It's that peelable Plastidip. Here are the Redline side skirts that I'm sure some of y'all saw the video where I was at the junkyard and managed to score these guys. So they are now installed, and I did do a video removing the OEM rockers for this 2004 and then reinstalling the Redline. The Redline install did not go super smooth thanks to it getting dark on me and all kind of foolishness, but I got it. Hopefully it's good enough it can help somebody. But moving on, see, I've also got the bumper done in black. That's actually a replacement bumper because the other one had been hit over here and painted back poorly. So this one's in better shape. It's got some chips and dings, and that is where that guy is going to come in to cover up all the shenanigans on this bumper. See all that mess? A lot of that is paint transfer that will come off, but this step pad has seen better days, so the goal is to swap over to that one. I just got to figure out how to make it work. Different video, different time. Back to the Redline wheels. This is the one I had painted in clear that I didn't like the way the clear was laying. So it is getting sanded in 3000 grit to get the trash out. Here you can see the others. Sparkling, shiny, good reflection. I'm leaving them alone. They're only based in the engine enamel, but I heard too many horror stories about the clear, and I obviously had to deal with it. It was really rough. You can see how much I've had to sand it. Now this was sanded with 3000, and how much texture there was, and that's all that does is optically mess with your eyes, you know, because as the light hits different surfaces it doesn't appear smooth or glossy. These are the caps I never got around to painting, so we will be painting them today so that they can be installed shortly. I'll be getting some red vinyl made as an inlay for that, but for now they're just going to get painted. And there's my red touch-up paint. I'm letting it sit out in the sun so I can do some touch-up on that bumper over there. This is the stuff I use. It had really good reviews on Amazon. That's the 3000 through 7000 kit. I mean, it wet sanded just fine. Didn't have any issues with it. So I'm going to be cutting and buffing now and seeing if we can't get that gloss back. Okay, I got the wheel cleaned up with alcohol and a microfiber. I've actually gotten these. They just came out not long ago at Harbor Freight. So I'm going to utilize those guys. Start with the Ultimate Compound and finish out with the Ultimate Polish. I guess I'm going to use the compound with this. Seeing how well it comes out, because the Ultimate Compound is kind of a catches both. I don't know. I think the polish is more for this, the fine cut. So I may use the ultimate here, and then polish here. But I went ahead and prepped the medium cut, medium finish, the blue, with some waterless car wash. That's what some of the folks say, so that the pad's not dry. And then I will go ahead and put the little bit of the compound on it and move forward. Well, so far so good. That's what the blue has done. So it's helped considerably. I just have to do these now. It's a little unnerving with that drill head. but at least we're getting our clarity back. So, yay. All right, so far so good. Working on these edges. Probably gonna have to hand polish a lot of this because the nooks and crannies are hard. I'm not even gonna be able to get in there with the tool, so it's gonna take a while. Okay, here we are after the yellow with the ultimate. Remember guys, I don't know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to doing this. I'm still learning. There's an area there I need to get some more. I see a little ghosting, but all in all, it definitely helped to bring the, where's my reflection? Well, you can see the house on it. Bring the gloss back. So far so good. I gotta hit it with the black and the polishing. All right, so I went back with the black foam pad, the finishing pad, and used the polishing compound. And this is what we have. So, pretty dang good. I'm quite impressed with what Grant's pads were able to do with the ultimate compound. We've still got some light scratches and stuff, but I mean, they're wheels. But this is a lot better than what it looked like with just the clear. So I will take that as a win. They're going to be a lot slicker than them, but at least they don't look dull like they originally did. There we go. See, now it fits in with its brothers. It's going to be a lot harder to tell who had crappy clear and who didn't. So, the caps that have been curing while I was working on that. The wind was being an ass, so I had to bring everybody inside out of the wind. Yeah, that one's had some damage to it. I picked the ones to paint that were not in the best of shape and kept the nicest ones for just in case, you know, I ever need to sell a good set of Redline, original OEM Redlines that are worth salvaging. But anyway, there they are. That one with the little dink in it, that'll be where the red vinyl will go, so it'll be even less noticeable. I just used the drill in varying speeds, so it did well. And again, those were the Grant's 3-inch, and I already had the 3-inch backing plate from another kit I had bought. Did some touch up there, and there, and then back here I touched up all the stuff that wasn't a transfer, that was actual carnage down through the paint. I figured might as well. So anyway, for now I just have to get that white off. It looks okay from here. And I had some spray paint that scrapes off. I got to get off. And I had some little chips that had happened since I touched up last year using that Dupli-Color Victory Red. This stuff, I must say, it's a darn good match. Good enough that I've not been able to find some places I touched up in the past. So, yay there. And some other touch-up tricks. I did some touching up. I had, from washing, worn through the dip. And so I did the same trick where you spray it in the cap and get a little bit of liquid, and then you dip your paintbrush in and touch it up. That actually worked amazingly on the emblems too, where I had worn through, rather than having to re-dip them. So next step, I'll let all that dry, and then I'll go over with probably some 3000 sandpaper and see if I can't get that transfer off. Or I may just leave it alone, not risk it and put the cover on. Not worry. That is scuffs off, so I just have to work on it. Here we are, ceramic coated. I'm using this because it was a super mega awesome, I can't pass it up deal at Advance. They had them originally for $26.95 and clearanced them out to $5.99, and when I got there they were only like $3 something. So they were a mega clearanced. So yeah, I bought 5 of those dang things because nothing I own has been ceramic coated, and it's supposed to be not just a hybrid wax, it's supposed to be more of a ceramic coat. I realize it's probably not, but good enough. So I'm doing that. Those guys are next up, and it really is quite simple to apply. You just spritz it on your applicator. Normally I wouldn't lay it there, but I wanted y'all to be able to see. And then I start rubbing it on. It says to rub it till it disappears. So I'm just rubbing it in thoroughly like you would anything else. This is how I did the other wheel, and it came out just fine. I ordered a bunch of these guys off Amazon because I didn't have any decent applicator pads that weren't already covered in a bunch of schmutz. So, plus these have the little hand pocket. I wanted to try it and see if that was something I liked or not. Around the room. Trying to go fast as I'm losing daylight with a quickness. Took a lot longer to do the polishing than I anticipated, but it was so cold earlier I didn't want to have the temperature be too far off as I was polishing and have that give me issues, so I waited till the warmest part of the day to do it. So then I really shot myself in the foot because I was working against the daylight, being that this is officially now January. So what my New Year's is entailing. Okay. Oh, applicator there, and clean microfiber. I've given, says give it a few minutes to let it bond and then buff off with a clean microfiber, which this guy is new. And you see, just like that. And yeah, I did go in the lug holes a little bit. Figured it can't hurt to stave off brake dust whenever possible. Okay, I'm going to start at the valve stem to do the spokes. I hopefully find myself missing any. It's best to have a pattern whenever you do these things. I know I got to go back and touch that up. That was one of those when I untaped. Things did not play nice. So there was little bitty defects like that, but all in all, this came out really well. Voila! Coated. Now I gotta wipe everybody else off, do the back sides. Well, I took entirely too long changing wheels and lost my light, but I got everything, all the exterior lights going. Figured I'd show you real quick here at night, and I will be pulling it out in the morning. There's a quick shot of what it looks like. I gotta go charge the phone. That was the other thing that went sideways. Yep, they're on. Okie doke. I'm gonna charge up, and I will see you guys in the morning. It's coming together. Oh, there you go. The other one decided to come on. All right, Here we are the next morning. Nice frosty grass. Yeah, the little purple marks are just so I could keep up with what wheels were what. But here we are with the new wheels and the red and black on those, and the red and black body with the black Redline rocker pieces, side skirts, however you want to call them. And I've got all the black done on the back there. As you can see, all that has got black. I need to get with my guy and get the little decals that say Saturn and the ones that say Vue and get this red line put back. But yep, there 'tis. It's new look. Until I can get the Redline nose and Redline rear bumper painted. This is what we got. And I'm going to put the red back on here because I liked the way it cut and highlighted right down in there. So I'm just giving the dip a chance to fully cure. I don't know how long it takes before I throw the vinyl on. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So that is the finished product. We have the new black hyper dip, the new black Redline side skirts. I will be adding, if I can figure out how to make it work, the modified mud flaps up front, and brakes are this weekend. And I also have to wire these guys in so that they actually come on with the brakes and whatnot. And then I've got to do the step pad. But yep, there it is. Finally, all done. Well, pretty much, you know, it's always an ongoing process. But wanted to share that with you guys. Finally getting some work done. Bye.